Wow, look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Buen dia in the Galleria. It's 2024. How about that? Mama, we made it.
Do you know who Akira the Dawn is?
Yeah, we did. Whoa. There you go. Yeah. Return. In the house we am. What's cracking, baby? How you doing? What up, Cedric Ted? What up, Bad Buddha? What up, everybody? What up, Michael? What up, Lane? What up, Mark? What up, Amanda? What up, Jonathan? What up, the gang? We are back in the building. It's 2024, and your friendly neighborhood Don is back in here, just like before, except we're in the future. Shouts out to everybody in the future. Shouts out to everybody locked in live. Enjoy the new emojis. We've got a bunch of new emojis for the members of the channel to enjoy splashing around in the chat. Spoke Wrencher, what's up? Nice. Let's see all the cameras working. We haven't streamed since before Christmas. That one's not okay. I know what that one is. This side one is working. Look at that. We're in the side. Hi. What's up, side? What's up, side? I can't be not talking into the microphone though. Okay, good. Things do seem to be functional. Isn't that nice? I like it when things function. How about you? Yeah, I like it when things function. And I'm just about functioning. I don't know how you can hear it in my voice. Can you hear the voice? We've got the voice. The voice. Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas? It's not Christmas anymore. We last saw each other on Christmas Eve, didn't we? And that was a very nice time that we had together on Christmas Eve. And in the month leading up to Christmas Eve when we streamed every day, and it was very nice. I did intend to return to streaming before now. I did intend to return to streaming 2 days after I last spoke to you, actually. Didn't tell you. That was my intention. But as so often happens, the second I stopped, which was Christmas Day, I became somewhat discombobulated in the health department, as did Hercules. Mama Dunn held it together and looked after us. It was quite nice. So yeah, I couldn't actually do. God forced me to not work at all on Christmas period, you know, and hung out with the family. It was quite nice. I mean, it was really nice. It was beautiful, actually. I had a lovely time. Hercules, you know, we were both a bit ill, so we were confined to the living area. Hercules was really interested to know what the news was all about. You know, he's heard about the news, all that sort of thing. He's seen a couple, you know, maybe in a hotel or something, you know, an airport. But he's like, Dada, can we watch some news? So I got Surfshark. Not sponsored. This broadcast is not sponsored by Surfshark, actually. Yet. I do use Surfshark though. And so I used Surfshark on my Plex, on the Shield, the NVIDIA Shield, which is a little box that has Android. It's like a little Android interface to access the world of stuff, you know, stuff. And you can put Surfshark on it, and then you can access all the live feeds of all the TV stations in the Western world. I'm in Mexico, you see. So we did that, and we watched a bit of Western news media. We watched CNB, which one? It wasn't CNN, that's just too ridiculous. It was the other one with a C in it. whatever, not MSNBC either. CBS, I think it was CBS. We watched that. Hercules was laughing his little head off. And it was kind of inappropriate, you know, at one point it's all, like, gosh, there's a lot of war going on all over the place. And they're like, they do that thing, they're like, Israel versus Palestine is heating up. Hercules is rolling around the floor screaming with laughter. This is my son. He's like, Dada, they talk about it like it's a movie. I was like, yes. Yes, they do. You know. Anyway, we were able to we watched that for about half an hour before it stopped being funny. Then we watched Wheel of Fortune, 1975 reruns of the American game show Wheel of Fortune, which is an incredible thing. You're just looking through into another world. You know, you're just peering through into another galaxy, a long gone realm that doesn't exist anymore, where people are really excited about things like brass accessories and alarm clocks, you know, radio alarm clocks. Value $700, which would be $5,000 these days with inflation. That's how much. That's how balling you were. That's how like upper middle class yeeting you were. If you had a radio alarm clock in 1975, it's crazy. Anyway, how was your thing? How are you all doing? Make some noise. Happy New Year, you beautiful people. Look, it's Jason Eva. Hello, Jason Eva. Jason Eva had like Christmas Day off. That's pretty much all Jason Eva. Jason Eva refuses to take time off for the most part. Jason Eva insists on working very, very hard all the time. Because he's a bad motherfucker. He's a Regis Drew. Speaking of Regis Drews, let's listen to this was supposed to come out on January 1st last year, actually. It ended up coming out quite a bit later because I didn't get it finished in time because I was going all in on the synth. Anyway, this is a New Year's song. Obviously. Bringing in Dr. Wes Watson. Make some noise for Wes Watson.
Do you know who Akira the Dawn is?
Of course. He's amazing.
Go! Hey! Winners! System! Yeah!
Winners have systems. And these systems have been around forever.
Losers don't smash the like. Winners smash the like.
The same system to getting fit, getting rich, changing your physique has been around forever. Hypertrophy training and proper macronutrients. But can you stick to it? Can you stick to it?
Huh?
The same system for being financially sound or independent has been around
Forever!
Understanding the compound effect, compounding interest, letting your money work for you. Can you be disciplined enough to get enough money to have it work for you? Can you be disciplined enough to drop the weight and keep it off? Would I be Wes Watson if I was fucking 40 pounds heavier? No. Would I be able to stay as disciplined as I need to if I was stood drinking on the weekend? No. Would I be where I'm at today if I didn't have my daily routine? No! Losers have hopes and dreams. Winners have systems. Losers have hopes and dreams. Winners have systems. Crazy! We're all not that different.
Crazy!
Different habits. Confucius said that. Everybody's the same, just different habits. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to do this. You get yourself in the best shape you've ever been in. And you start to feel that high frequency. You start to vibe high. You start to see life different. Then you start to see the value and looking better and feeling good. Before that, you love license. All alcohol, all drugs, and everything's got to go. Now you're really understanding that this is the best you've ever felt. You've had money, you've had everything going your way. You've never felt this good. So there's all of that. If I choose to self-sabotage myself, my frequency is so low that I can't see all the great things in my life. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself into that high-frequency lifestyle and become attached to it. Once you've done that, then you can teach others to do exactly what you did.
Go!
Losers have hopes and dreams. Winners have systems. Losers have hopes and dreams. Winners have systems. And these systems have been around forever. Been around forever. Have been around forever. Losers have hopes and dreams. Winners have systems. 5 years ago, I was getting out of prison. And I knew I was going to make it.
Whoa!
Because I made it as a person. So the world is easy once you make it as a person.
What up, baby? Welcome. We're back. Losers have goals and dreams. Winners have systems. Losers don't smash the leg. Winners smash the leg. Have you smashed the leg? That was Akira the Don and Wes Watson. Hi, I'm Akira the Don. That was Wes Watson. There he was riffing on Scott Adams' whole idea about systems being more powerful than just goals. And people do get that a bit twisted, and I've had people messaging me being like, oh, a goal is bad. No, goals aren't bad. Goals are great. You need goals. The point being is that you need systems to get you to those goals, and if all you have is goals, you ain't got nothing. If you live in a constant state of just like worrying about goals, you're in a constant state of lack. Once you get the goal, then you're like, well, now what am I supposed to do? So I find, and this was, based on Scott Adams' whole hypothesis, what seems to work rather well is having an aim, reverse engineering a system that will carry you to that aim, i.e. a sequence. Systems, all the system is, that's habits. Right? That's stuff you do every day that moves you to where you want to go. So you get your aim, you reverse engineer your aim, you get your aim, you reverse engineer your aim, you build systems to carry you to that aim as surely as someone crowd surfing to the stage at Reading Festival in 1995 when people weren't messing around with mobile phones and messing up the whole trajectory of being able to carry people to stages. You see, you get your systems, you turn those into habits, then you just do that shit every day. Every time you enact your system, you're a winner. Goals are really important. I've realized that I need to make some Meaningwave songs about goals just so people don't get that confused. So we've essentially got an album about goals that I've nearly finished. Hey, well, it's Venice Beach Dub Club. Venice Beach Dub Club coming through with the first super chat of the year. God bless you. It says 2024 will be the year of our spiritual software update. Rejoice. Love is on its way. Yeah, I was going to ask you all about that. I was going to ask you all about what you thought was coming up in this most auspicious year of our Lord 2024 AD. AD. Akira Don. This most auspicious year of our Lord 2024 ATD. We've got Roswell in the house. What up, Johnny? Were you around when I visited Roswell? Do you know I did a live stream from Roswell? Pulled up at the road next to one of those situations you've got with like the bus and the UFO and what have you, and did a live stream from that. Were you there? It was very epic. What up, Doe? We're going to do the international high five. It's very important that we gather together and get our energies together as we kick off this new year. Kick off. I mean, we've already been kicking, right? Some of you all have been kicking hard. I just couldn't kick it with you because I was poorly. But we're here now. That's what's important. For the international high five, just let me know where you are. And what are your predictions for 2024? Where are you and what are your predictions for 2024? What do you see coming up? Venice Beach Dub Club reckons there's going to be a spiritual software update and love is on its way. I mean, that sounds kind of nice. I could go for that. In the words of Hall and Oates, but inverted.
failures, relationship failures, what would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that.
Do those things.
Do that.
Do those things.
Do that.
Do those things.
We define ourselves far too often by our past failures. We look at our past and we say, well, that's me. That's not you. You are this person right now. You're the person who's learned from those failures, and you can choose to be the hero of your own movie right now. Write down your goals. Write down things you want to improve. Write down things you won't tolerate from yourself. Write down things that you've done in the past that you never want to see yourself do again. And go forth from here as the hero of your own movie. As the hero of your own movie.
What?
You have to be the hero of your own story. You have to be the hero of your own story.
Of your own. You can do that.
You have to be the hero
of your own.
You have to be the hero of your own story. You have to be.
What up, what up, what up? Gotham says happy 24.
Your own story.
Vincente Caparini says, all right, everyone smash that like. Do that thing. Big Bad Wolves in the house. What's up, Sagittarius? What up, Shecky? What up, Lane? Happy Land Woods. The drink will be brought into the light. The drink? The dark. That's what you said. You said the dark will be brought into the light. And, light is, of course, the best disinfectant. So they say, although I do find that super, super powerful bleach is pretty good in certain cases. And acid! That alcohol stuff, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? That raw alcohol stuff. And fire. Fires are pretty good in disinfectant, particularly coming from a flamethrower. Foom. I mean, you could just go ahead and build a great big trebuchet and attach the unwavy to it and yeet them into the very sun. Could you not? Hey, look, it's my wife. Says Happy New Year to all 2024. That's nice of her, isn't it? Shecky is halfway up a mountain. Says 24 will reveal some major gold. Dirk from Texas says Happy New Year, everyone. Big Bad Wolf 24. I predict another wave of meaning from Akira the Don. You must be some kind of genius. That's exactly what's happening. Big Bad Wolf in Tucson, Arizona. Bad Buddha, North Southwest Australia. I think that's what it means. NSW. New South Wales. I have no clue what 24 will bring, but I know I'll be putting in as much love and positive vibes out into the universe as I can. It's nice, isn't it? That's lovely. You know what I mean? That's what you should be doing. Fool Killer, Maryland, 24 will involve chiseling out the greatness from the stone potential. That's right. The greatness that is ultimate Fool Killer. It's there as surely as Michelangelo was in that rock waiting for... No, it was David in the rock, wasn't it? As surely as David was in that rock waiting for Michelangelo to come along with a teaspoon and a hammer or whatever he was using and bring out that beautiful man with his little nuts.
You have to be
his little Greek nuts.
Of your own story.
Were they Greek?
You have to be the hero.
Jason Eva in the Philippines, manifesting a live Akira the Don concert. Put that out into the world.
Of your own story.
Get that out there. We did one in 2023.
The hero.
Well, we did a performance, did we not? In Miami.
Hero. Of your own story.
And that was cool.
You have to be.
You got to be the hero of your own story. That's the point. You have to, only you can save mankind. You have to make what you want to happen. Do you not? I think you do.
Your own story. You have to be.
I think that would be acceptable. I think that would be acceptable. What's unacceptable is just allowing whackness to run free. You know what I mean? It's allowing the greatness that's within you to not see the light of day. All that greatness that's in you and has not yet been realized. That may still be a mystery even to you. It is there. And it is unacceptable to leave it there, by Jove. Therefore, I insist upon an international high five, thus that we may combine our energies and therefore help each other to bring out that greatness within. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, 3, 2, one. Yeah! I'm gonna dedicate this to you.
I was fat. That's why I talk about it. Go ahead and say something, motherfucker. I was fat too. And it was hard as fuck every fucking day to get up. I know what it feels like. You roll your fat ass out of bed, all you want is some fucking damn cinnamon buns and shit. And fucking chocolate milkshake. I know what it is.
I know exactly what it is.
But I can't want it more than you. And so many people just want it the easy way. I'm sorry, man. It's not. So what they start to do is they build this narrative of it's okay. When the narrative should be, you need to fucking work harder. You need to fucking discipline your mind better. We need to help people more than just saying
It's okay.
It's okay that you're not fucking willing to fucking help yourself out. That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not acceptable.
Even though it's your life. If that's acceptable.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You know it's your life. That's unacceptable. And just saying it's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's unacceptable. And there's a lot of people in this world, me included, that if I accepted that, I wouldn't be anywhere. So yeah, a lot of people just fucking, they start creating a narrative about themselves that make it okay. The ultimate get out card. And now the world is set up to have so many get out jail free cards. Everything is okay. And you can't say a motherfucking thing about it. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. Even though it's your life, if that's acceptable, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You know it's your life, that's unacceptable. And just saying it's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You know it's your life, that's unacceptable. And just saying it's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's unacceptable.
Oh, the rainbow. Yeah, yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Unacceptable. That's a New Year's song, if ever I heard one. David Goggins, Akira the Don right there. There's a new David Goggins interview. I saw a bit of it yesterday, in which a science fellow is telling David Goggins that there is some newly discovered science behind some stuff that David Goggins already knows. And David Goggins is remarkably, polite in the face of this. He's very pleased about this. And that always amuses me when contemporary science tells us stuff that we know and gives it a long name that's difficult to pronounce. Did you know? If you keep doing difficult things that you do not want to do, your willpower will increase. Did you know? Science just worked this out. I jest. Shecky, what's up? Says keyboard badass. Everybody loves that bit of keyboard at the end of their song because it's a great bit of keyboard. Played by your friendly neighborhood Don. Yes, and there's lots of wonderful keyboard coming up this year here at Meaningwave HQ. We actually kicked off the year with a new album, didn't we? A new old album. We put out Mythos. Put out Mythos. The long lost Akira the Don Joseph Campbell album. Just Rago, just put it up on YouTube and Bandcamp. And I was like, Akira the Don, how are you able to do that? I did it. That's how I was able to do that. I did it. Conspicuous by its absence on digital streaming platforms, you can look at it on Spotify. Not Spotify, you can't look at it on Spotify, you can look at it on YouTube. And you can listen to it on Bandcamp, which is, you know, and it's the mom and pop store of the internet. I wonder how long Bandcamp is going to last. Wow, 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 wow. Jason Eva sent me some messages that were in the Discord, which is nice of him. One of them, someone said, are you going to share the instrumentals for Mythos? And the answer is not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. And the reason for that is this. When I was like making the visual. And when one is making the visual, at the end of the visuals, I always have the instrumental of the last track come back. After the song is finished, there'll be a pause. Then the instrumental will come back in and the credits will roll. And I was like, oh, where's the instrumentals for this album? Here's the thing with that album, Mythos. I made that in 2019, right? And basically, I finished it, you know, and I got it to the point of being finished, from my point of view, pretty much finished, right? And then found out that there was problems releasing it. So I never rendered out the instrumentals. I mean, I technically never quite finished the record, and usually there's a bit more mastering or what have you that goes on. But when I put out that I put it on YouTube on the first, and I hadn't touched that version. With something like that, normally I'd want to remaster it, remix it, tweak it, or what have you. But I decided that it was perfect as it was, because I would never make that today. I don't know if I'd even be able to make that today. Only the Akira the Don that existed at that moment in time could have made that record. That's what's interesting, right? Only that Akira could make that record, which is why it's always interesting when it's like, shit, there's been records I've been wanting to make for years that I haven't made yet, because I know I need to. I know it's a different me that's got to make them. But one does wonder if you'd allowed a different you to make a record, what would it have sounded like? What would it have sounded like if I'd done Jocko 2 in 2020, rather than not doing it till 2023? When I didn't do it till 2023 because I didn't feel that I'd earned it yet, because I was not yet cultured in the physical arena. I had not yet dialed in burpees until 2020. When did I start doing that shit? 21, 20, and then I started getting good in 22, you know. 23, I had it dialed in pretty well. So then I felt, okay, I can now make that record. Had 2020 me made a Jocko record, I don't know what it would have been like. It wouldn't have been the one that you got. Anyway, Mythos. So I never rendered out the instrumentals at the time. And then, so I went to open the project, the Logic project, of the last song on the Mythos album, so I could bounce out the instrumental for the visual. And there's a thing that happens when you open an old Logic project after you've moved studios a bunch of times and stuff, is that some of the software you were using, some of the plugins and things don't open up properly. So you have to spend hours doing that. So I didn't have time to do that. And I found that, like the way I make records, even in my sort of Logic thing, is quite different now. I'm using a lot of different systems and things. So just to open up those project files and render out those instrumentals, that would be a large undertaking. It would be many days to do that. And right now, I'm focusing on getting new records out to you. So yeah, the Mythos instrumentals are unlikely to come out for a while. I actually had Jason do an audit of our library and see what instrumentals had not been released, and there's a bunch of them from the early days that have not yet been released. People are often asking me for the Waterwave ones, for example. So it's, as a sort of medium long-term project, we'll be getting all of those out at some point. We will do that. So they will come out at some point, but not straight away. I hope that's okay with you. Beeblebrook says, thank you for discussing this, Akira. When to let a work loose in an age of infinite editing. Yeah, well, I always say you should let it loose when it's finished, but like you're not going to know when it's finished, so you just need to have non-negotiable cutoff points. That's what you have to do. You have to say, okay, this is the cutoff point, and that's that. Because if you could just end up keep working on the same thing forever, and one night you'll go to sleep and you'll be like, this is perfect. Then the next day you'll listen to it and you'll notice something wrong with it. And that might be because there's something wrong with it, or it might be because you've changed. Here's the thing, what's perfect to you will never be perfect to you 2 days in a row, because you on Saturday is different to you on Sunday. All right, and if you map that out over time, and you see this happening to people, this is why the Chinese democracy took, what was it, over a decade, 15 years or something to come out. This is why Dr. Dre's Detox never came out. This is why Jay Electronica never released his album. An album sort of came out after it was leaked. A version of the record that he had been sitting on for like 10 years got leaked, so he had to put it out himself. But now if you go and look on most platforms, you can't find it anyway. Some people get absolutely paralyzed by this quest for perfection, which is, it doesn't exist. You're chasing a snake's tail or something. It's like the donkey, and he's got the stick on his back with the carrot on the front, and that motherfucker chased that forever. He'll never get hold of it. That's perfection. You know, so you just got to put in non-negotiable cutoff points and then just finish and then move on to the next thing. The lessons are in each thing, right? If you stay on the same thing, you never learn the lessons of the next thing. You'll only learn the lesson of the one thing. Cyclops said that's why it took Def Leppard 8 years or something to release Hysteria. Now, Hysteria was a fucking good album. Maybe that's one of those exception that proves the rule situations where it was like worthwhile spending a lot of time on Hysteria, because Hysteria was an incredible album, although they never topped it or came close. They followed that with all that Let's Get Rocked nonsense, didn't they? And it was, I think, and it was all downhill from thereabouts, as I recall. I mean, anyway, but yeah, Hysteria is an amazing record. I sampled the drums off Hysteria on a bunch of tracks. I was one track on the Jocko album, and not like just straight taking a loop, but just like taking the snare and chopping out the snare and then adding that to some other snares. You know, that was an exquisitely produced record. Woo! Demolition Daddy says, been waiting for Detox so long the Chronic was legalized. That's funny because it's true.
Akira.
Imagine that. Detox never did come out, did it? It never did. He did another record that was immediately forgotten called Compton or something. You know. Cyclops 94 says Mutt Lang, I never know how to pronounce his name, married Shania Twain after that and worked with her instead of Def Leppard. At least that's my understanding. I thought that was a little later. Either way, Shania Twain, her records did not sound as good as Hysteria. I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyway, there was another question in the Discord, wasn't there? Do you have any plans, said Fingin. The previous question was DNI Mindset. Shouts out to him. Oh, do me a favor, could you, Jason? Could you let the people in Discord know that I've answered their questions on this stream and they can go here and hear the answers? That'd be useful. Fingin says, Akira the Don, do you have any plans to do an audiobook for Dune Messiah? Or hell, Chapter House Dune? While the narrator in your original musical audiobooks didn't narrate them, there's still some awesome narrators with open access. I made my own version for Chapter House, nothing as elaborate as your musical audiobooks, but with cool voice effects and Meaningwave instrumentals in the background. Oh, good for you. Yes is the answer. The answer is yes. I would, just for my own personal benefit, love to do at least the next 2 Dune books. You know, and that may be a thing that we do this year. I've actually got the next month of streams mapped out, by the way. You'll be glad to know, just so you know. Just so you know, you now know. And so that's good news. I was working on the thumbnails today. I've got the thumbnails done for up to the 16th, you know, but I've got it mapped out for the month. But let's see if we can have a look in here. In here. Hey, look at that, yeah. If you look here, you'll see we've got the next couple announced. We've actually got them plotted out in the back of the content YouTube. That's where we are. We've got them in the back end of YouTube mapped out for the next month. I had Jason Eva go in and do that yesterday, and then I've been making the thumbnails today, and I've worked out all what they're going to be. But I'll tell you, tomorrow we're having a party, the first party of 2024, and you're not going to want to miss that if you're a fan of our throwdowns, which surely you are, because you're a person of taste. And then on Saturday, very special stream, it's Hercules, my son Hercules, it's his birthday. He's turning 11. And we're bringing back the tradition of doing a birthday stream, which we did for 3 years or something, and then I think we missed last year's for some reason. I can't remember what happened. But he's very excited about it. That's the thing he's most excited about with regards to his birthday. We're going to be playing some video games, and he's going to be telling us what the Zoomers are into and playing us some Zoomer and Alpha music. He straddles the line between Zoomer and Alpha. We're going to have to work. We'll get you in on this to see if we can work out what he is. But anyway, yes, you will be learning what the 11-year-old, because that's what he's turning into. He's going to be sharing some of their interests with you all, so I'm sure it'll be very interesting in an anthropological sort of fashion. And also, you know, wholesome, seeing a father and his son hanging out on the internet. What an honor, what a wonderful thing, you know. So we will be doing that, but let me see, let me have a look at my schedule in the end of back, you see, and we've got some interviews this month. How about that? Got a couple of guests. We've got a couple of guests. We're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some top 50s. We're going to be doing the top 50 of the whole of last year, along with the top 50 of the last month, which is a good one. And we're also going to be doing the bottom 50. This was somebody's idea. Someone in the last top 50 stream, they were like, "Yo, I bet the bottom 50 is just as fire as the top 50, if not more so." And I was like, So Jason Eva puts together the top 50 for us every month. And I said, Jason Eva, could you do me a favor and just do the bottom 50? And lo and behold, the bottom 50 is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, the least listened to Meaningwave songs are just as amazing, if not more so, than the top. So we're going to be counting down those, and that's going to be very fun. We're also going to be doing a bunch of books. All right, we've got some books this month. We've got how many books? 1, 2, 3 books we're doing. Short books, but we're doing them. And also a couple of lectures we're going to be doing. Lo-Fi Live scoring a couple of lectures. One from a Meaningwave superstar and one from a I wouldn't say a new person. They've had one song, I think, but they've got lots of lectures I want to listen to, and live score. You know, it's a fun thing to do, the Lo-Fi Live score thing. It pulls you, from my perspective, doing it, you get really quite deep into the material in a way that's different to if you're just straight up listening to it. So that's cool. What else we got coming up? We've got a couple of very cool sort of live mixes. A couple of classic books. Holy shit! I just looked. Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you know more about these as we go deeper. But and we're gonna do a super request show. Oh, Danica's gonna come in, and we're gonna listen to the Dune Wave album and talk about that. That's gonna be fun. And yeah, gonna start having guests on. Got a couple of excellent guests lined up that you're going to enjoy very much. You know, and if that ain't nice, I don't know what is, frankly. How about you? Do you know what that is? Is that nice? Whatever the words that were supposed to come out of my face were there. If that ain't nice, I don't know what is. So yeah, anyway, keep an eye on that section of the Akira the Don YouTube thing so that you can put notifications on and say notify me. Notify me. You can click that there and say notify me of the occurrence, por favor. I would love to be notified about that stream. And then it'll notify you and then you won't miss it. You know what I mean? And then you won't have FOMO. You won't have any of that FOMO. Nobody wants that, do they? No one wants Meaningstream FOMO. It's just, ugh.
If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. Music, please.
Woo! Magical. Demolition Daddy says your lecture mixes are amazing. How to describe how good they are. Hey, thank you.
Nice.
Now, every lecture I've ever given has included my tribute to my Uncle Alex, my brother's kid brother, who was a graduate of Harvard and a wise man, a insurance salesman in Indianapolis. He was childless. But what Uncle Alex found objectionable about so many human beings is that they so seldom noticed it when they were happy. And so we would be sitting under an apple tree, for instance, on a July afternoon drinking lemonade and, you know, talking about this and that, practically buzzing like honeybees. And Uncle Alex would stop everything and say,
Wait a minute! Stop! Stop.
If this isn't nice, I don't know what is.
Shabon.
If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. And so he would do that again and again. And it was very good advice, and I've taken it up. And I hope that you will take up this habit too, of noticing when things are really awfully nice. And say, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I'll make some noise in the chat.
Say,
if this isn't nice.
I don't know what
Or
is.
if this is nice, that's what I mean.
Go! If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what is.
Nice. Hey, we got a new emoji, don't we? This says nice. That ain't nice, I don't know what is. We got some new emojis. You'll also notice that if you've been a member of the channel for a certain period of time, I believe it's like 36 months or something, your little meaning wave triangle that shows up next to your name has been updated to a 3D meaning wave triangle that says OG next to it. And that means you're an OG. A meaning wave OG. And if that ain't nice, I don't know what is. I thought that was important to do so that youngsters and people who are new could show the OG's requisite respect. So, oh shit, that's an OG right there. I know to treat that person with requisite respect and also to ask them questions about the law. Because they must know the law, because they are OGs, and OGs always know the law. Law is very important. Everybody likes law. We want law. We want more law. More law. More law, you say? We need more law? Yes, we do need more law. L-O-R-E. Everybody likes some good law. I know I do. Big up Sagittarius. Appreciate the support. Isn't it? Easing in from that song into just what is now another song that is just a bed of sound for me to talk over at this juncture. It may yet blossom into a full song. You never know. You never know what's going to happen around these parts, do you? It's 2024. We're in the future. 2024 promises to be a lot of things. But it really is up to you. One thing is for sure, you will be bombarded, you and I, my brother and my sister, will be bombarded with more distraction than has ever been bombarded previously. Never before has a people been as bombarded with distraction as we are about to be. Now, I previously made a statement about how boomers were the most brainwashed generation of all time. I said were at that point, because previously there had not been a way to brainwash people at that high and sophisticated a level. Not until the introduction of the television. They were able to do interesting stuff with radio and whisper networks and guys riding around on horses throwing rocks. But once they got TVs into people's houses, they were able to do stuff to the mass of people that had never been envisioned previously. Incredibly sophisticated stuff. They were able to, they worked out that if you traumatize an individual, you could basically sort of break them down and then remake them as you wished. They worked that out a long time ago. But they were then able to do that en masse with huge swathes of people once they had the television. And were able to instantly traumatize people all over the place all at once. At 6 o'clock in the evening when the news came on. This was in a short. I've recently been experimenting with shorts. Well, I got a whole channel of shorts. The old Akira the Don channel got turned into a shorts channel. People rarely see them. They don't send them to anyone. I thought, well, what would happen if I put a couple of shorts on this channel? I don't want to get in the way of the regular stuff. And put one up, and the second one had 15,000 views in a day, which was like 14,000 more views than the album I'd put out that day. And the only reason was because the title was Boomers Were the Most Brainwashed Generation. And what happened was a load of boomers saw this and got angry and went in the comments going, Zoomers are way more brainwashed than boomers. Completely missing the point. And that was, interesting to observe. I stay away from drama and clickbait. I aim to make excellent work, is what I do. I make timeless, brilliant art, and I share it with you, But it seems that YouTube really, really wants me to just anger people and create controversies. But I ain't about that life. That's not the life I'm about. I'm afraid I will continue to make great work and focus primarily on that. But I will put up shorts on the Shorts tab of little clips of these streams and podcasts and things like that, I think that seems about right. So anyway, that was the point I was getting to there was we are about to witness the most ridiculous year with regards to attempts at mass brainwashing and mass trauma. But what's cool, is I was saying to some people who were shouting at me, I was like, yeah, That was not my point. My point was that boomers were at that time the most brainwashed. Of course, brainwashing has become more sophisticated since then. However, something I'm noticing, and we can talk to my son about this on Saturday when he comes on stream, is what I'm noticing in my son and his homies is that they can spot this shit a mile off in a way that previous generations never could. Right? So, for example, what I told you earlier about when I showed my son the news and he's laughing his ass off going, look, they're talking like it's a movie. You know, they can see. We've put the adverts on. He's instantly spotting patterns in what they're doing and how they're doing it and all this type of stuff. And it's not just that, you know, he's my son and therefore a genius. Obviously that's the case, but his homies are the same. Much of that generation that I've witnessed, whether it's through family, friends, being at the park, kids I meet in supermarkets or whatever, they're very clued up, and they do tend to be able to sort of notice when the wizards are doing their tricks on them, you know? Obviously not all of them. Thank you, Liz Basie, appreciate the support. Your third super on a live stream, is that correct? Oh, congratulations. Anyway, this year they're really going to be going crazy with it, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to actually engage. And what I would say is that there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff, and it's going to seem really interesting, and you kind of want to get into it. You're going to want to go down a rabbit hole. You're going to want to know da-da-da-da-da. But you don't have to. And I would say if you just be purposeful about it, go, okay, I'm going to allow myself X amount of time to look at the nonsense. If at all, maybe you're not going to look at it a bit. Maybe you're just going to listen to Meaningwave all just. Maybe you're going to listen to Meaningwave all year and you're not going to pay any attention to the nonsense. Maybe you're interested. Maybe you want to know what other people are up to. So maybe you're going to allow yourself 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, but just be mindful about it. Be aware of what you're doing. Because otherwise you will not have any time. There's going to be so much crazy shit. If you're going to go look at it all, you won't have time to do what you're supposed to be doing. And what you're supposed to be doing is very important. You are here for a reason. You are very, 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 very important. You are crucial. I've spoke about this. The way I like to think about it is that you've got to imagine us all as the pixels on a screen, right? And when all the pixels are doing what they should, you can see the movie and the movie's perfect. But if you have one dead pixel, one pixel stops doing what it's supposed to do, you kind of notice that, and that could fuck up the whole movie, and it'll fuck it up for everybody. So we need everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? And if you're going to this is going to be a year of ridiculous, hitherto unimaginable levels of cacophony, distraction, and circus ridiculousness, right? We're in that stage of the Roman Empire thing when it was all bread and circuses and they were staging naval battles in the Colosseum and what have you, right? So bread and circuses, I don't know about the bread, but the circuses on a hitherto unimaginable level of clown car ridiculousness. And we're all of us going to be, ooh, fuck. I almost caught myself doing it last night. I almost got sucked in. And then I caught myself and observed and was able to put a bit of distance between. And then I did what I was supposed to do. So I would say, yeah, anyway, on that, just, you know, we know that's what's happening. We know what's coming. But all of us, even though we know, that's the thing, you know, I've been teaching my son this for a long time. It's all well and good being aware of when you're being persuaded or, you know, brainwashed. But the thing with persuasion is it still works, and even if you know they're doing it. So you really do have to be hyper vigilant. And you just have to, you know, be very aware of your time, of what you're supposed to be doing, what your plan is, why you're here, what you have to achieve. And don't go getting sucked down into other people's stuff. You know, if you're not executing your own plan, you will be executing somebody else's. You already know all that. You all know that stuff. I don't have to tell you anything. You're very smart. But I have to tell myself. So if I have to remind myself of these things, then probably all of us need reminding sometimes. Word XP says, I like that pixel analogy. The new gen is smart, but more apathetic and distracted. Self213 says, the new generation got their news from TikTok now. Don't let him fool you, lol. I don't know, my son don't look at TikTok. I always hear this. Everybody, like... Word XP says, Akira, if you looked at the Huberman Goggins podcast, I mentioned it earlier. I thought it was funny. It was, hey, here's some science that we've just discovered some science that says that thing you've been saying all along. They always be doing that. Bro science stays undefeated. Bro science is that practical science that works. I be listening to bro scientists all the day before I listen to anybody else. When I say bro scientists, I mean bro scientists. Higloft says, kill the boomer dragon. Liz C says, Slaughterhouse 5 still gives me chills just remembering reading it. Long ago, trying to live in NYC. Slaughterhouse 5 is a banger book. My favorite Kurt Vonnegut book is Cat's Cradle. But Slaughterhouse 5 is epic, and the whole Polaroid stacking analogy for thinking about time has always stayed with me. Not thinking of time as linear, but thinking of time as a load of Polaroids, just a stack of Polaroids, and you can shuffle them around and pick any one of them up, and they're always there. They always exist. Those Polaroids ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? They're Polaroids. And I think about that all the time. You know, so shout out to Vonnegut. Free Everything says, I have to go back and listen in the stream. Bad Buddha says, I have pretty strong hope for the alphas. They'll be all right. It's the alphas, that's it. You know, technically, Hercules is alpha because he was born in 2013. He's not happy about this because he was quite happy with being a Zoomer. And he thinks of alphas as like little kids. Anyway, we'll talk to him about this on Saturday. South213 says, bro scientist, lol, I didn't mean to offend you in any way. What, how could you have offended me? I was not offended. What would I have been offended by? I'm so confused. I appreciate you. One and all. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to listen to the rest of that that Goggins Hoberman. I will listen to it. It's on my list. I've got a very big list. But that has been one of my things that I'm paying attention to. I'd noticed in my habit audit. I did a habit audit and I was like, oh, I've been listening to WD-40 or whatever it is, pro videos. And like, that's fine, but it kind of almost falls into the gossip category. Those are videos that are about the inner goings on in the business side of Hollywood for the most part. You know, Disney share, Disney stock holder meetings and things of that nature. But really it's drama. Really it's verging into a form of gossip, like, oh, Disney are doing very badly, and oh, this guy is going to do a hostile takeover of the company, and blah, 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 blah. It's good to know about these things. It's good to know about what's happening in sort of culture and so on and so forth. But there's lots of other things that I need to be investigating and learning and paying attention to. You know, I'd noticed that anyway. So I listened to some Rupert Spira and some Archaics. And some Cliff High, and then some Archaics debunking Cliff High, talking about Elohim. I told you this was going to happen. Do you remember when I told you? You can go back and find streams and podcasts and things that I was doing in the previous decade. And I was talking about how we were going to be maneuvering from the punk to the psychedelic, that 2020 would be the kind of peak of the punk nihilist thing, that everyone would be dressed in black out in the streets shouting at each other, and then we would start maneuvering into a new psychedelic sort of a realm. People would start being more concerned with sort of Stop being so concerned with earthly pursuits and start looking up into the stars again. And people, conspiracy culture would start being concerned with aliens and what have you. Colors would get brighter. People would start wearing tie-dye and things again. Things would get psychedelic and cosmic and crazy. I specifically said that by about 2024, we would be in a conspiratorial world, deeply concerned with sort of alien things. And lo and behold, everyone's talking about flipping Elohim at the moment. Last time around, it was Anunnaki. Now they've rebranded their discussions of the Anunnaki as Elohim, which is an interesting development. And, who'd have thunk it? The likes of Tucker Carlson are talking about aliens and things now, aren't they? That's where we are in the culture. That's the period we're at. I know what drugs everyone's taking. I've got to look into that next. What drugs is everybody taking? Presumably psychedelics are on the rise in that regard. I have been hearing sniffings around of this sort of thing. I think people have stopped taking fentanyl as much. Bleat Llama says, shouts out to Cliff High. Exactly. Junior Coltrane says, Disney has gone full Bud Light mode, and you never want to go on full Bud Light mode. Disney doesn't care because that lot have no interest in making money. They only have interest in brainwashing my son and his homies and anyone else whose brain can be washed. That's why I always say wash your own brain. If you don't wash your brain, someone will wash it for you. Disney, people are always like, they obviously don't like making money. They don't care. They don't care about making money. They care about, shifting the culture in the direction they want it to be shifted in, or they've been told to by that weird guy from BlackRock who you can see the video of saying how we need to change people's behaviors. Doesn't matter. They want to demoralize you, destroy all the things you love, and pervert and corrupt your children. Doesn't matter about making money. The Disney types, they're all excited about this kind of like global communism thing that they're trying to bring in, at which point it doesn't matter what's really popular. You're not talking about a marketplace of money then. You're just talking about, who is broadcasting to the gulag. And the Disney types, they want to be the guys broadcasting to the gulag. So it doesn't matter if they make awful, unwatchable crap that everybody hates, so long as it's breaking a few brains and they get to be part of the system that's broadcasting to the gulag, because they think they'll be broadcasting to the gulag. They don't think they're going to be up against the wall, bop, 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 like everybody else, because they're morons. But anyway, none of that's going to happen. We're not going anywhere near a gulag, brothers and sisters. We're creating a wonderful world for our families and our children that's going to be beautiful and magnificent. And all of these creepy weirdos will drop away, blinded by the light. Big Bad Wolf says, all I know is we profess what we believe is true and becomes our reality here. We've got to put the meaning wave into them. There you go. That's actually a statement of fact. We become what we think about. We become what we think about. And as we do too, that works on a micro and a macro level. Which is another reason why I aim to concern myself, and I work actively on concerning myself mostly with matters of beauty and creation, of family, of kinship. That's why here is so nice, and you're all great, and we don't talk about political things a great deal. We generally regulate the vibes, we generally have a wavy ass time. Wavy ass time. We become what we think about. Shecky says absorb good things mostly. Yeah, you gotta have a couple of antibodies. Maybe that George Carlin bit where he's talking about how, people stopping their children from eating a sandwich that's fallen on the floor, stopping them from building a healthy immune system. You know what I mean? It's important sometimes to jump in a lake of shit. In order to develop a healthy immune system, antibodies against the creep. personally think it's going to be a wonderful year. As I said, so yeah, there will be lots of attempts at distractions and what have you, but you don't have to pay attention to that. You could just engage in the creation of the glory, which is obviously what we're all up to. And some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things are going to happen, including many incredible MEANINGWAVE records, many, many enjoyable live experiences, where we will hang out and cool shit will occur. Mute Barbecue says sleep is so important as well, indeed. Shecky says swim in the Gaza once in a while. Steven says this convo is vibing high. That's all we do! Mute Barbecue says this year has so far been an absolute banger. I agree. Jason says the stream helps me sleep better. I think you working your ass off all day till 9 in the morning helps you sleep better. Word XP says, I sometimes feel like left and right is a tug and pull between letting the child explore and risk getting eaten by the bear, or keeping the child inside but never getting stronger than the bear. Which is a good way of thinking about things. Certainly the whole left and right thing is a very necessary thing that should be in balance. You should be moving forward, but at the same time you should be preserving that which is useful. You go too far in one direction, then you're in trouble. It's a lovely song, isn't it?
Humanity and see it as blight.
Light it up!
This may sound corny, but love is the answer.
Love is the answer.
Love is the answer. Wouldn't hurt to have more love in the world. Most people are good. People are good.
The vast majority.
Most people are good.
They have to be.
Most people are good. Most people are good.
Sheila, blessings and light to my mass fam. May 2024 bring you what you need and fill your heart with love. Ride the way to meaning.
Most people are good.
Exactly.
I think,
Hey.
I think people should be nicer to each other and give more credit to others, and don't assume that they're mean until you know they're actually mean. Just It's easy to demonize people. You're usually wrong about it. People are nicer than you think. Most people are good. Most people are good.
The vast majority.
Most people are good.
They have to be.
Most people are good. Most people are good. Most people are good.
The vast majority.
Most people are good.
They have to be.
Most people are good.
And this whole transformation was made possible by this encounter with death that Mother Ayahuasca gave me. That leads me to ask, what is death? Our materialist science reduces everything to matter. Materialist science in the West says that we are just meat, we're just our bodies. So when the brain is dead, that's the end of consciousness. There is no life after death. There is no soul. We just rot and are gone. But actually, many honest scientists should admit that consciousness is the greatest mystery of science, that we don't know exactly how it works. The brain's involved in it in some way, but we're not sure how. Could be that the brain generates consciousness the way a generator makes electricity. If you hold to that paradigm, then of course you can't believe in life after death. When the generator's broken, consciousness is gone. But it's equally possible that the relationship is more like the relationship of the TV signal to the TV set. In that case, when the TV set is broken, of course the TV signal continues. And this is the paradigm of all spiritual traditions. We are immortal souls, temporarily incarnated in these physical forms to learn and to grow. We are immortal souls, temporarily incarnated in these physical forms to learn and to grow and to develop. Mystery, the last people we should ask are materialist, reductionist scientists. They have nothing to say on the matter at all. Let's go rather to the ancient Egyptians who put their best minds to work for 3,000 years on the problem of death and on the problem of how we should live our lives to prepare for what we will confront after death. And the ancient Egyptians expressed their ideas in transcendent art, which still touches us emotionally today, and they came to certain very specific conclusions. That the soul does survive death, and that we will be held accountable for every thought, every action, every deed we have lived through in our lives. So we better take this precious opportunity to be born in a human body seriously and make the most of it. We are immortal souls, temporarily incarnated in these physical forms to learn and to grow. We are immortal souls, temporarily incarnated in these physical forms to learn and to grow. We are immortal souls, temporarily incarnated in these physical forms to learn and to grow. We are immortal souls, temporarily incarnated in these physical forms to learn and to grow.
One of the oldest dramatic representations, we go up to St. George and the Dragon. Dragon lives in the ground, chased there by heroes of previous generation, now and then re-emerging. Kills people, right? These are skulls around its lair. Threatens the integrity of the community, like everything unexpected does. Hero comes out.
Hero comes out.
Slays the dragon.
Slays the dragon.
Frees the treasure.
Frees the treasure.
Dragons hoard gold.
Dragons hoard gold because
the thing you most need. Is always to be found.
Always to be found.
Release one love.
What up, George? Get well soon, you bad man. Hi.
Hero comes out.
Hero comes out.
Slays the dragon.
Slays the dragon.
Frees the treasure.
Frees the treasure.
Hero comes out.
Hero comes out.
Slays the dragon.
Slays the dragon.
Frees the treasure.
Frees the treasure.
Dragons hoard gold.
Dragons hoard gold.
The thing you most need.
You most need.
Always to be found.
Always to be found. At least one love. Dragons hoard gold because the thing you most need. Always to be found. At least one love. Dragons hoard gold because the thing you most need. Always to be found. At least one love. Dragons hoard gold because the thing you most need. Always to be found. At least one love. Dragons hoard gold because the thing you most need. Always to be found. At least one love. Dragons hoard gold because the thing you most need. Always to be found. At least one love.
It took a while to get to that point where enough was enough. I came home one night from work spraying for cockroaches. Long story short, I turned on the Discovery Channel. I saw some guys going through Navy SEAL training. They were going through Hell Week. They were getting their ass just beat. You know, there's suffering. 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 I was weighing like 297 pounds. I had to make a change in my life. You know, I was at an all-time low. I wasn't going anywhere. And I was exactly what everybody said I was going to be. Which was nothing. So I had to make a change. I came from a horrible background. I got called nigger every day of my life growing up. Lived in a small town. The Klan headquarters at that time was about 20 minutes from where I lived.
one of the high ups in the KKK, son, sat behind me in 2 classes, so he called me nigger all the time. Got my first car, they spray painted nigger, we're gonna kill you on it. I was just an insecure, scared kid. The only way I could find myself was through putting myself through the worst thing possible. Suffering. 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 No one was helping me out. My dad made my mom kind of irregular. So she worked 3 jobs, went to college full time, so she was never around. One time this person drew a picture of me and, said, we're gonna kill you nigger on my Spanish notebook. And I took it to my principal. And my principal said, they spelled nigger Niger. That was the best advice he can give me. So long story short, what I realized was no one was here to help me. I started shaving my head when I was 16 years old. And the feeling I had every morning, I looked in the mirror, was horrible. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And how I felt was a kid going nowhere, a kid that was scared. And most kids will accept that and look for help. But the best thing that happened to me, no one helped me. No one felt sorry for me. No one looked at me and said, like, this day and age, they'll take you in and they'll tell everybody, stop picking on this person. Back then, they didn't care. The KKK marched in a 4th of July parade. Suffering. 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 And my mom cared about me, but my dad took our soul. And she, did the best she could. I had to figure out I wasn't gonna be a punk kid all my life. So the only way I could turn it around was to suffer. I had to build calluses in my brain the same way I built calluses on my hand. What I realized is for me to become the man I wanted to become, I saw myself as the weakest person God ever created. But I never blamed God for anything he did to me. So I wanted to change that to be the hardest man ever created. Am I that? I don't know, but you had to have a goal. And my goal when I was sitting there, not going to school, being bullied, having no self-esteem, my goal was the only person that's gonna turn this person around is me. The only way I can turn it around is put myself through the worst things possible a human being can ever endure. And that'd be the only way that I can build this brain to handle anything that comes in front of it, callousing my mind through pain and suffering. Through pain and suffering.
Make some noise for pain and suffering. What up, anyway? Whoa, 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 whoa. Man. That song finished before? I thought there was more of that song. I was like, where's the next bit? And then I was like, oh, it's an album. I think of that song in the context of the album. You know what I mean? Because it's an album. If you ain't heard that album, it's a deep-ass album. It's a great album. It's called Goggins. It's by Akira the Don. Featuring the words and the voice of Dr. David Goggins. An eternally relevant and a useful figure. I've been reading. Some people who were, kind of relevant, I guess, or interesting or what have you when we made that record in 2017, 2018 or whatever it was, around that period. Some of those people you don't hear much of anymore, and perhaps their stories or what they were interested in was useful at that moment, but less so now. I would say that the Goggins' relevance and usefulness increases and intensifies. And I think that's something to do, it's to do with a lot of things. It's to do with what we need. There's one of those Alan Watts songs where he talks about how the powers that be contacted him and they were like, oh, hey, we've worked out how to selectively breed humans and we're going to start doing that. Which humans do you think we should be selectively breeding? And he's like, that's a stupid idea, you morons, because you never know which humans you're going to need at what time. Like one year you might need a bunch of boffin types and one year you might need a bunch of bad motherfuckers, you know what I mean? You don't know what motherfuckers you're going to need at what motherfucking time of day it is. So you better not murk any of them. You better not selectively breed any of them, right? That's stupid, said Alan Watts, obviously in that exact same voice with those exact same words. Right now, a Goggins, we need Goggins type figures, or we need people who are able to use that sort of mindset. You know, it's actually a very useful and necessary thing at this point. So shouts out to Goggins. I muted one of our brothers in the chat who was being disrespectful, you know, and we have to do that sometimes. One way I think about this place is like a club, and if you're in a club and someone comes in and starts like being like rude and disrespectful on the dance floor, I would have them yeeted by security immediately, you know what I mean? I would smell them coming in and I'd have them preemptively yeeted. I can sense a vibe that is unuseful for dance floor proceedings from a fucking 1,000 yards away, you know what I mean? But I respect all of you and I respect all your opinions, but like this ain't the place to be talking smack about people on Meaningwave Records. I've got to say, if you want to talk smack about people on Meaningwave Records, there are lots of places you can do that, but you don't come to the club meaning and start hating on the vocalists, you know what I mean? That's fucked up. You get yeeted out of the club for that. So just so you'll know. But you know, I love and appreciate you. You gotta realize that. It's true, you know what I mean? Big Bad Wolf says, love that Alan Watts. Love that Alan Watts gone too soon. Why did he run out of shit? He did a lot of shit. You know, like he did a lot of shit. It's crazy amount of shit. Shouts out to his son, because his son Mark, without whom you wouldn't have any of these Meaningwave records. He followed him around with a tape recorder, creating high quality recordings of that man. And there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours you can listen to of that man dropping nukes of glory and wisdom. You know what I mean? He did a huge amount of stuff in his life, and that reverberates now. And isn't that crazy that it does so? So he did plenty in his life, and big up him. You know, big up everyone. Like, I don't know if I say this enough, but all of the those that have contributed to Meaningwave, thank you so much, right? From all of us here. Thank you to all of you, alive, dead, immortal as you be. Thank you for the gifts that, thank you for, what you did with your lives and what you continue to do with your lives. And I, for one, anyway, I'm very, very grateful for all of those who managed to impart usefulness in such a fashion that I can then turn into banging records. Like this.
I've been reading recently a great many medieval works, and these involve, particularly in the Arthurian romance and so forth, knights in combat with each other, fiercely in combat, with complete respect for each other, even love for each other. And there's one wonderful line in Wolfram von Eschenbach when two brothers who didn't know they were brothers were in combat. One was a Christian and the other was a Mohammedan. They were in combat. And Wolfram says, if one wished to think of it that way, one could say that they were two battling. But they had the same father, and they are one.
Yeah. And they are one.
Battling himself out of loyalty, out of honor. And they are one. Yeah. Battling himself, doing himself much harm. But that's the tragic sense. As I say, life begins, and that's the first thing the eye sees. Life eating itself, killing. That's life. And the reconciliation of consciousness, which revolts from this, to that, and its affirmation, that is the song of mythology. It has been. reinvigorating of life, which has been the function, actually, the first function of mythology from the time the old cavemen asked the bear to give his body to their life. To their life.
Perfect.
And they are one.
Battling himself out of loyalty, out of honor, and then I won. Battling himself, doing himself much harm. Hey, battling himself out of loyalty, out of honor, and then I won. Battling himself, doing himself much harm.
Joseph Campbell, make some noise for. What album was this on? Was this on Songs of Mythology? I think it was. Songs of Mythology. That's on all manner of DSPs.
So that little theme close with thanks to you all.
Make some noise for yourselves. Make some noise for Joseph Campbell. Oh, and hey, we're bringing back our buddy David Goggins! It's gonna take.
The impact I want to have in the world is we are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, no matter if you got back from Iraq or Afghanistan and you have no legs or your arms or whatever, man. We all have greatness. It just, you gotta find the courage. You gotta find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world. And to find it. And to find it because it's out there, but it's gonna take hard work, courage, self-discipline.
It's gonna take
all the non-cognitive skills to be great. All the non-cognitive skills to be great. It takes hard work, courage, self-discipline. It's gonna take all the non-cognitive skills. It takes all the non-cognitive skills to be great.
To be great!
The impact I want to have in the world is for everybody.
Hey, who's out here aiming at being great? Make some noise for yourself.
Impact where you can go on TV. You can put your life on a billboard.
Hey, look, it's Regular Father. What's up?
You are. You're not ashamed of what life made you, what you helped life make you. All that bad shit that's now in this big pot that's stirring, you're no longer ashamed of it. You realize we're all fucked up.
Everybody's fucked up.
Stop judging yourself against other fucked up people who are.
It's true.
That's all they've done. They've masked their shit better than you have, and now they're flipping it back on you and saying you're fucked up. I want you to realize that this world, life, is one big head game. And once you learn to play the motherfucking head game, it's no longer a game anymore at all. Start living your life. But it's gonna take all the non-cognitive skills to be great. It takes all the non-cognitive skills to be great. It takes hard work, courage, self-discipline. It's gonna take all the non-cognitive skills. It takes all the non-cognitive skills to be great. To be great. To be great. To be great. Smart is good, all this stuff is good, that's all cognitive. cognitive skills that set you apart from everybody else. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. 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 Hey, thank you, David Goggins. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, David Goggins. Sounds like the title of something. Happy New Year, David Goggins. It could be like a movie, could be a book. Either way, Happy New Year, David Goggins. Jocko, what's your New Year's message for the world?
There's so much knowledge out there, so much information, so many ways to get better, and we make so many mistakes. We're the product of our mistakes, and oftentimes the lesson is sitting there right in front of us. It's there to be learned, but we miss it, or we don't pay attention to it, or we think we know better until it punches us in the face. And the most important thing to learn is that we have so much to learn. We all do. We learn from school and people and from experience, and we learn from life. You get one shot at this game right here.
Life.
One life. That's all you got. One life. One shot. You have to process the information. You have to absorb it. You have to accept it. You have to open your mind. You gotta free your mind so that you can learn and make real progress. As far as regrets and things I wish I would have done differently, of course. Hindsight is 20/20, and looking back, of course, who wouldn't want to take another go at something and improve on the first try by doing it again? And then why not do it again and again and again? Why not do it over and over again until you have it perfect? But the fact is, you don't get that chance. You get one shot.
Hey! One shot at this gig right here. Hey! One life. That's all you got. One life.
And regret, in and of itself, it's worthless. It does nothing for you. In fact, the only valuable thing in regret is the lesson you learned, the knowledge that you gained. But walking around filled with regret gets you nothing. So learn and move on. Don't let regret beat you down. Don't be a slave to regret. No. Let it make you better. Let the fear of regret fuel you to take action today.
Now. Let's go. One shot at this gig right here. One life. That's all you got. One life. Yeah, you got. Hey, one shot at this gig right here. Life. One life.
That's all you got. One life. One shot.
Whoa! What up, Prince Jabricus? I would like to take this opportunity to inform you all who I love. The M-A-Z, the meaning baby, is on its way. For my woman shall bear unto us a son. Yeah! Lisa Daddish, you bad man. Congratulations. And thank you. It's very important. We need more meaning babies. We need all them meaning babies out there. Fire everything, what's up? Says Akira the Don, do you know why Jocko and Goggins avoid each other? Just curious. I assume it's because of SEAL Team drama, but who knows? Just wish they would put their differences aside and talk. I don't care. I love them both and appreciate them both. I am not interested in drama. I have no idea. You would have to ask them. Appreciate you. Amazing Random Products says, motherfucker, you are on a major vibe. Hey, thanks. What up, motherfucker? You are on a major vibe. You've been my soundtrack to the last year. I think I was a 0.5% listener on Spotify. Thank you. Love the new Joseph Campbell one you dropped. Hey, well, appreciate you, motherfucker. What are you motherfuckers in the house? Bad motherfuckers all over the place. Let's go. Where is Regular Father? I saw Regular Father earlier, but I can't find the message. But anyway, it looked like Regular Father had been up to dope shit. Proud of you. Proud of you. Proud of everybody who is deserving of such things. And everyone who's out there being a bad motherfucker. How about that?
Whoa! Action now to become a better person. Not filled with regret, but filled with knowledge. Filled with knowledge and strength and power and filled with life.
Akira. The goal is for the heroes.
Anyway, Jocko, I was wondering what he had to say about the new year.
Don't make a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
To be a better person in 2016.
What about 2024?
I would say make a resolution to be a better person now.
Ah, okay.
Make it a resolution of discipline to get better, smarter, faster, stronger, healthier, more productive, less agitated, to eat cleaner, live more, to go and do. Do all those things. But don't do them on New Year's Eve. Don't do them on New Year's Day. Do them now. That resolution of discipline to work and follow through and maintain your will. That'll result in the freedom that you're looking for. Yes, you heard it once again. Discipline equals freedom.
Hey, thanks, Jocko. That we just time travel back to Jocko 2016. 2016's 8 years ago. People are often like, oh man, the 90s is like last week to me or whatever. Like, I don't know about the 90s. That seems like a long time ago. But 2016 feels very recent to me. But it was 8 years ago. That's a long pinche time. Still trying to wrap my head around that one. Is that real? Is that true? I guess it must be. Hold up! Hold up! Hold up! Yo! F! Oh, F! Word XP, speaking of Goggins and Jocko, it would be a powerful collab. At the end of the day, they're already super effective at putting out their message. You gotta respect their personal lives and their sense of peace. Yeah, I know nothing about that stuff. I didn't even know it was a thing other than like, it's like, I don't know. Does everybody got a collab? What is this shit? What is this, like, internet money? You know, like that whole thing with like contemporary rap production, like you look at the producer credits, there's like 12 guys on each song. Like one guy did the hi-hats. One guy just happens to be in the studio, I don't know. Everybody got a collab. Some motherfuckers are not built for collabing either. I'll tell you one thing. Like a lot of the people in the Meaningstream universe represent certain archetypes, right? Jocko on that, like, that general. That he's on that mark. He's on a very similar thing. He's like a younger Marcus Aurelius figure, right? But like Goggins be that warrior monk. You know what I mean? He that warrior monk. He roaming the terrain on his own with a scythe. You know what I mean? He out there on a horse and shit, like crunching over skulls and shit in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. He's like that motherfucker in Ninja Scroll. I don't necessarily want to see motherfuckers like that to be collabing. I want to listen to that whole song though. I don't know about you. That's right.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream, then not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by names to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! And risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on, hold on, hold on. Kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more. You'll be a man, my son, my son, my son. Hey, 1, 2, 3, go!
sermon about sin.
What up, Matthew Phelps? Hey.
Well, that's
Thank you for the support, you beautiful thing.
if we're talking about
Happy New Year.
the subject of hard work.
Let's go.
Pregnant skyline of America was set in place one brick at a time. Now that represents a lot of...
Gala says.
America the Beautiful is not an accomplished fact guaranteed to remain intact. God shed his grace on thee, to be sure, but this was wasteland when God had it to himself. He handed man a hoe and said, you want another Eden? All right, earn it. And all that's necessary for the weeds to take over again is for you and me to lay down that hoe.
Come on.
Work. 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 Hard work. There is no gospel less popular than the gospel of hard work. 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 Hard work. There is no gospel less popular. Get to work. Get to work. We tell our young people how our country was carved out of the wilderness. No, it wasn't. Our nation was hammered and hoed and chopped and dug, sawed and clawed out of the wilderness by bare-handed men who asked nothing for nothing. America did not start out with an agricultural production of the awe and envy of the world. It was seeded first by sod-busting farmers who fought Indians and ranchers and cold and heat and drought and bugs and flood and one another. The fruited plain sprang forth from barren acres only after they had been watered with a lot of sweat. Work. Work. Hard work. There is no gospel less popular than the gospel of hard work. 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 Hard work. There is no gospel less popular. Get to work. Get to work. I guess what I'm saying is that the more history I study, ours and others, the more certain I am that there is one fertilizer essential to the survival of civilization, and that fertilizer is sweat. And I don't mean perspiration, I mean the kind of steamy, streamy, salty sweat that's wrung from a man by hard physical work. Somehow, the sweat gets into the soil of a farm or a factory, or a city, or a state, or a nation, and everything thereabouts grows tall and strong and tough enough to stand against any storm. But the day the sweat dries up, the soil dries up. And whole civilizations are buried in dust.
What?
Work. 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 Hard work. There is no gospel less popular than the gospel of hard work. 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 Hard work. There is no gospel less popular. Get to work. Get to work. Get to work.
Paul Harvey. Make some noise for. Thank you for being here. Meaningstream is brought to you by MEANINGWAVE.com. Because happiness is a side effect of meaning. Head on over to meaning1.com today. Hey, the New Year's sale is on. I hadn't even announced it properly. It'll run for a week. 20% off everything code NY24 at checkout. NY24 at checkout. MEANINGWAVE.com. If you look around, you might notice some new things. I will talk about them more shortly, but not right now, because I hadn't posted the artwork yet, as in the new banner. There'll be a new banner But anyway, head on over to meaningwave.com, get yourself something nice at 20% off when you use the code NY, N for Norman, Y for yes, 24 at checkout. That includes everything, CDs, vinyl, digital bundles. For some reason, a lot of people have been buying the sample packs lately. I mean, they're wonderful. That makes sense. People have also been buying the bundles, which is always very smart. Someone got the complete everything one yesterday at 20% off. God bless. That's everything. Everything. Someone was saying, Akira the Don, where do I get all your stuff? I've heard around town. I heard rumors. Someone tweeted me. I heard rumor that some of your stuff isn't on Spotify. There's actually a lot of stuff. You can get most of it on Bandcamp, but if you want all of it, then you should get the all bundle, because that's got all everything. All everything. There you go. Anyway, yeah, meaningwave.com, happiness being a side effect of meaning. You want to head on over there. There's also the resources bit, wherein you can find the support Meaningwave link, which people ask me for all the time as well. People say, Akira the Don, I listen to you on Spotify, and I'm pretty sure that 0.04 cents a stream is just disrespectful to the value you bring to my life. How can I support you? Well, you can go to meaningwave.com, hit the support Meaningwave tab, and there are a number of ways in there, including a PayPal, a Patreon, a Bitcoin, an ETH, a Venmo, and a Cash App. So all of those things are there for you. Thank you for being here tonight. It's lovely to be back. I feel I'm still a bit ill, but as one rather expected and hoped, the energy of you that is now sort of transmitted through really has, well, I can feel it, brother, sister. I can feel it, and it feels good, by Jove. I'm going to dedicate this to you. This is a song with lyrics written by Edgar Allan Poe. Thank you, Edgar Allan Poe, for writing these lyrics for me. That was very good of you. This is a song called A Dream Within a Dream. I'm going to dedicate it to you, brave wave rider. Thank you for being here.
Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow. You are not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it there for the last gone? In a vision or in none, is it there for the last gone? All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. Within a dream. Self-tormented shame, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. Have you yet had it creep through my fingers to the deep? While I weep, while I weep. Oh God, I cannot grasp them with a tighter clasp. Oh God, I cannot say one from the pitiless waves. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. All that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. Within a dream. Within a dream.
Yeah, there you go, baby. A dream within a dream, Akira the Don, Edgar Allan Poe. As always, the track list for this broadcast will be posted just as soon as the broadcast is finished in the description of the broadcast. And if that ain't nice, I don't know what is. You can also find these on your podcasting platform of choice. Apart from the ones where we play commercial music, those ones get us in trouble, so we don't. Those, of course, you can download the audio via Patreon and the YouTube members tab. And also the video via Patreon and the YouTube members tab. Happy New Year, everybody. I think it's going to be a good one for all of us. Within a dream. That's out of the snare on this record. This is a good ass snare. Make some noise for yourselves. Sheila says, are we getting a Friday and Saturday party? We're getting a Friday party and we're getting a Saturday party. You're right, there will be different kinds of parties. Tomorrow's going to be one of them Friday parties. Saturday, we'll be hanging with young Hercules. It's his birthday. And doing what he wants to do. So we might play some games, might listen to some music, might play some bangers, might dance around the place. It's going to be dope. You can go to the live tab on our YouTube thingy and you can accept your invitation by pressing the notify me thing there. You see that? You see that? That's the thing you can do. That's the thing you can do. So I look forward to seeing you. Definitely look forward to seeing you tomorrow for one of our epic parties. We do love an epic party around these parts and we do execute them so well. So well. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, yeah, Saturday, little Hercules is turning 11. Look forward to seeing you there. Word XP says, Akira, do you dream? Are we not here? Are you not in my dream? I dreamed all this. I dreamed all this, my brother. Now here we are. And if that ain't nice, I don't know what is. Go forth and be mighty, you bad motherfuckers. It's 24. It's time. It's time. Operation Zero fucking around is go. I have faith in you. I believe that you can execute on and achieve everything that you know deep down you can. That most epic version of you that's waiting to come out, that you've been working hard on already. Looking forward to hanging out with that bad motherfucker. And we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.